Hey guys, it's Hedgie again, and after finishing the 12-hour stream, I wanted to do some recap of what went down and how everything is going and how this character is progressing. First off, I will like to say that this character has been 100% self-found. We've been going through the content relatively slow, reading all the RP, and trying to understand what this expansion is all about. Every single time we run into a skill gem that we haven't seen or is new, we've been, or even the old one, sorry, we've been analyzing it both in, mana, power, effectiveness, duration, reservation, all these different kinds of things. We've been, breaking it down from all the differences that it has on the live server and the closed beta servers. If we'll take a look at the gear, I mean, it's not that great. It's pretty much just, find a 4-link, alch it, hope for the best, or find something on the ground. And currently level 43, re-rolling the Hedgie Pro Lift. Gonna go double Pro Lift and see how that goes, and have a fair assessment of how it compares with the live play versus the play now. I have a lot of experience with this particular build, so I think it'll be pretty awesome. I'm definitely eager to try out both AA with regen and EB. I will say AA values are this exact same, so while Rory said that they would adjust the values, being in the current state of the game, I don't see how you're going to run a high powered AA without insane gear. If we look at the tree, it's just your typical, go up to trickery, get blood siphon, get coordination, get blaze, go out to cold hearted calculation. After saboteur, I think I went and got soul siphon. Then I just travel up to witch, got heart and soul, deep wisdom, area nodes. I went annihilation and elemental dominion, then these 2 resist nodes, and then I went over and picked up deep thoughts and then cruel preparation. Now I'm working my way out. I have 0 deaths on this character. It's doing very well in the expansion, and I will note that I'm using lightning trap. I know, it's a single link and it's doing insane damage. Compared to live, it actually does roughly double, if not more than double, and it doesn't cost as much mana. Definitely happy that this is super accessible. You don't need to have the trap support gem and a multi-trap. You can just run this solo. If you get added lightning, multi-trap, or if you get lightning pen, slap it on and it'll be even better than the way it is. I actually feel like a trapper. So a couple of things I notice is that every single zone that has a boss has significantly more HP than it does on live. On live servers, you can just mow down these things within a few casts, standing your ground and turreting. I feel like in its current state, it would have around 250% of the HP it does have on live, and it makes it really feel like a boss fight. Now, with that being said, I noticed some of the damage have been reduced, or some of the moves that the bosses do. It feels like the damage has been suppressed because of flask concerns and pacing yourself. They don't want you to run out of flask really quickly and go back to town all the time. That would be no fun. So I guess they're trying to make you pace yourself, do stuff correctly, do stuff mechanically correctly, and I don't know. I think it's a good change. It definitely feels more boss-like, and the exiles are still easy, and I think that it's good that they stay that way because they're extra mobs. They're not really boss mobs. They're the unique type and +2 to the zone, but they're also kind of like a loot pinata for most exiles. With that being said, I mean, the major changes I saw was Creighton is now plus 10 all res in normal mode, and who was the other one? Alira. Alira is actually plus 60 flat mana. So you have Oak at 40, and now the other two options are much more appealing. In this case, I took the Creighton 10 all res because that's 30 res. That's insane. With a league that's going to have very few people, i.e. the beta, and trading is abysmal, I think having 10 all res is much more appropriate going into self-found and among other things. So I've had a lot of fun. I want to show you guys a couple of boss fights. This is King Comb and Duresso. We're gonna watch just a little bit of it, but I really enjoyed fighting these bosses. This fight actually starts out very easy, and you'll notice that he just does all the same moves in the videos, and really quickly I go to realize that identifying the safe zones is pretty easy. He does cleave pretty hard. His ads are not too threatening, but that lava wave is pretty diesel. The ads have kind of a high amount of HP, so it's definitely a lot longer fight than I thought. And I believe on the fire trap I'm running Conk Effect and fire penetration, or it's either increased burn. I don't remember, but I'm keeping the boss cursed. The damage is good, it's just the boss's HP is really high. This goes for Piety. Every zone boss has high amounts of HP. Really fun fight. It starts to escalate really quickly. I get the boss around 25%, and then you can just see it's just like chaotic. Oops. The last few seconds, it's just balls flying everywhere. It's going really fast, and if you get caught, it's just pot. Really fun fight, and it's worth mentioning that I am fire resist capped there. So you guys saw that.
Damn, that shit hurts.
Very fun fight for the second half, I would say. Very slow and easy the first half. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Duresso fight, which was amazing. Like, when people saw this on stream, their jaw dropped just like mine. He's got some cool looking lightsaber sword. People are saying he sounds Spanish. But look at these moves. It's just insane. His gear looks amazing. He's like a humanoid that's actually much bigger in size. That's my 15% aura bot right here. So what's so nice about him is that he always gives the 15%, no matter where he is. If he's LOS, we have that chill sword where if you get hit by it, like with the sonic boom, you will be slowed significantly. There you go. There you see me. I can barely move. I think in this fight I had around 60 cold res and about 65 fire and maybe 58 lightning, something like that. But it looks like he's all about physical damage and cold. And then it looks like he does some kind of like static strike, but he just hits really hard. And I'm not so sure what that ability is. But well designed. I can't wait to fight this guy in Cruel and Merciless. This guy, he's got real moves. Very cool. So tomorrow I'll be finishing off this character. Well, I'll keep playing this for a while. See how far we can get into maps. And my goal is to play this until we get a really good assessment of how proliferation is in the closed beta and how much it was nerfed. I will say that ignite duration, if we go and look, ignite duration was nerfed quite a bit. I haven't seen the gems and the quality and all that stuff, but if we look at the tree from just observing numerically, 5% nerf here on increased burning damage. We had this one was actually 20% increase ignite duration. It's now 15% increased burning damage. And this one, Breath of Flames, also had its ignite duration nerfed. The increased burning gem was actually buffed, which I was shocked. But we saw a flat reduction in both Flame Blast and an increase in mana cost for Fire Trap and an increase in damage. So Flame Blast received yet another nerf, but they also increased burn damage a little bit on the gem and replaced that also right here. But if we get that Diadus belt, I mean that could be really cool. We could see some really sick burning DPS, but not long durations. But we'll see how this character pans out. I think it'll still be strong. I'm not worried at all. You know, double proliferation is still no joke. It just will be kind of rough doing it self-found, and we'll go self-found as long as we can. But I really want to get a Divinarius and a Carcass Jack for this character. Once deterministic lockstep is implemented, which Chris said it would take about 2 to 3 weeks into this beta, then I'll play whatever melee character. I'm keen on playing something with Vigilant Strike, Fortify. Actually, Cyclone has caught my eye. I was gonna do something with swords and bleeding, but now I just really want to do Cyclone, because the biggest change I've seen in gems and just made my jaw drop was that the Cyclone mana cost at level 1 is 12 mana. That's a half reduction, and that's just insane. A lot of support gems were brought down to level 18. Very few gems actually increased in their levels, and if they did, it wasn't by much. It was maybe 4 levels, 2 levels. But something that I wanted to see was an Arctic Armor mana drain change. Maybe we'll see that in the future after they've tested it a bit more. But yeah, Sweep also has a 20% less attack speed added onto it now, but a higher weapon attack speed modifier. Melee physicals, super cheap. Level 18 now. A lot of the 31 support gems have just been brought down. I found a conk effect so early, I think at level 19. You could use it at level 18. So we're going to expect to see a lot of fast-paced or faster-paced LLD. And that was my biggest complaint about LLD. It's just never felt as fast as HLD. You're always moving so slow. But with faster attacks, faster cast, these things are going to be allowing you to escape with just, really good micro, instead of having to resort to, smoke mine all the time and things like that. But, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see all this stuff, and I can't wait to see the uniques and play with them. I haven't found any jewels. Actually, I have one jewel from the quest reward from Church Normal. It's a unique. I haven't used it yet. I haven't found a reason to. It hasn't been strong enough for me to travel down here. But once I go through the power charges and come down and get Clever Construction, High Explosive, I'll have at least this one. So I could also get one here and get elemental damage, 3 mana regen, I think it was. But right now I'm gonna work my way into quick recovery because I'm having some mana problems, and then probably go to Retribution or Light of Divinity up and over because I need to get this burn wheel and chance to ignite. Eventually I'll get this Purity of Flesh wheel. But yeah, that's just the update. Act 4 has been so fun. We've been breaking down each and every gem as we find it. And man, I hope we find some sweet uniques that don't need linking and socketing and coloring. That will be pretty brutal. Hopefully GGG doesn't reset characters or wipe characters for at least a week, so we can get into maps and get a good feel of how a character is composed in this state. Thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm running over my words, but yeah, tomorrow should be fun. It's cruel progression going into merciless. Hopefully we can remain deathless. There's no deaths. Yeah, died 0 times. I plan on keeping it that way. I've only crashed 4 or 5 times in 12 hours. Hopefully it gets better, but I've heard everybody else is having these problems too, so I don't feel so bad. Thanks again. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to check out the stream. Feel free to come in and ask questions or contribute to the conversation about the meta. Peace out. Have a good one.